More, in fact, updates are coming in this hour. President Donald Trump has announced a dividend could be dispersed to the American people from tariff revenue who have had to suffer through stupid leadership. He said, and I quote, there's a possibility, primarily, we want to pay down debt, but there's a possibility we take a piece out of it and make a dividend to the people. So Donald Trump hinting at a dividend possibly from the incomes of tariffs, Ambassador Yogesh Gupta.
Well, yes, I think there has been a lot of criticism in the U.S. that the tariffs will lead to rise in inflation and it's going to result in loss of jobs and so on. So I think he's trying to placate the people, but eventually I think in the medium term and long term, I think this is going to have an adverse impact.
Do you see this as something that, of course, is being used for the US President Karori Singh to play to his domestic audience there, his domestic voter base in the US?
Yeah, definitely. He is trying to play his farming lobby and the MAGA constituency. Both are pressurizing to explore the Indian market for American goods. And for that, he is imposing this tariff to pressurize India to enter in the trade agreement on the terms and conditions offered by United States. So that constituency is there. Because of that, I think he is pressurizing India. India has a huge market for American agro products and the American manufacturing sector. And beyond that, the American defense equipments India is buying since long. So definitely he is being pressurized, and not only for that. H-1B visa is also becoming issue in the United States because nearly 70% of the H-1B visa attainers are Indians. So the MAGA constituency is putting pressure on India that it is creating problem of unemployment in United States because of the Indians. So there may be some other pressures as well on Indians in case of H-1B visa and immigrants as well. So I think India may have a tough dealing with United States, and we shall have sharpen our negotiating skills if trade negotiation process goes on. As our foreign minister already told that it has not been closed, the trade negotiation process is going on. So it was not cancelled on 26th and 27th, the trade negotiation process. I think it will resume by next month sometime. And before, I think there may be some trade negotiation exercise before the UN General Assembly where our Prime Minister is expected to address. Before that, there can be some exercise for trade negotiation, and I think Indian team will come up with its own terms and conditions while dealing with the Americans.
Okay. This perhaps something, Mitali, for the domestic audience, a dividend being offered by Donald Trump now to American people?
No, absolutely. At this point in time, he has to sort of dangle this carrot right in front of the Americans that we are taxing the world to make things cheaper for you, and that inflation is not going to be, is not going to be a threat. But at the end of the day, when we look at the real world negotiations that are currently taking place between suppliers, and those people who source goods for the American economy, particularly in the textile sector, particularly in the consumer goods space, and in food, because, of course, we've seen that famous clip of a U.S. Congresswoman dangling a banana in front of the administration and saying, we don't grow bananas in America. And at the end of the day, food prices across America are rising, and the inflation rates are starting to creep up. So
right.
He has to do this.
Okay. My thanks to all of our guests for joining us on the broadcast. We've run out of time. Let's slip into a short break.